to 1,000. Like I did a fuel, I did a tank of one on training.
Two just waiting for more. Two people here just waiting for more. How everybody doing? Oh, it's one. There's two people in. I'm just waiting for more. It's 5 people in. What's going on, Craig? Seven, 8 people just waiting for a couple more. Yeah, so this is a serious topic, and I'm pretty sure some of you probably experienced it and noticed it before. Morning. Hey, Sarita. Just waiting for a couple more people to come in. That's it. Seven coming. Eight. Miss Latoya, how's it going? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so I remember before you guys heard me talk about this before about how narcissists are like minded. So this is very true. They're cult-like minded, right? So this is where you get the plot and things like that to hold you back, because not only because they're narcissists, right? And they don't want to see you excel and they want to hold you back, but they are cult-like minded. So they want you to not be able to get your just due and hold you back and block you from everything that you deserve. Say for instance, you deserve a promotion at the job, a step up. They're gonna hold you back from that. They're gonna work together so that won't happen for you. Anything that you need to advance, and what you have to understand is they all work together. It's also part of you being different from them. Of you seeing things different, believing different things. So if your belief system is different, that's all it would take. Just your belief system being different. That's it. You being different. One second, everyone. One second. Auto aspiration, this is a good one. I'm glad you believe so. In just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. This is a walk, so I'm trying to make sure, I don't get hit. you know? I don't want to get hit by a car on my walk. Yeah, so this is what happens. So they'll work together to they work together to destroy you and block you anyway how. And it's like a code of it's like a code, you know what I mean? When you're dealing with these people, of you being different or not being like them. So all they will have to do is deal with other people that you might need to deal with to block you. Like, like say, oh, this person is not in the brotherhood, or this person they believe in that. So say like if you just believe in righteousness, that'd be a problem. So from that, it's just okay, stop this person from whatever we can, just because of that. That's how serious it is. So you'll have people that you don't even know, you might not know it or understand it, but like I said, they're like-minded. So you going against the grain for being different, acting different, living different, seeing things different. You're going against the grain. Think about how that what happened if you knew you was like actually in a cult that you knew was a cult. Like that's what that's about. So you don't even know it, but that's what's going on. But you don't know it, you don't understand it. But that's what's happening. So you might have a situation over here, and you might be like, dang, I'm not getting my just due. It's like, well, they're wrong about that, or they're lying about that, or why you can't see it, from what I see it, or how I see it, or why this ain't happening, or why this going on. That's the reason why. Because it's on purpose. It's not. Yeah, sometimes you might think, oh, they just don't understand. That's the first thing you'll believe or think. But it's more to it than meets the eye, It's more to it than meets the eye. That's not it. It's that whatever they have connections to, or whatever you're going through or dealing with, whatever situation it is you're dealing with, or whatever it may be, they are like them. You're dealing with people that think just like them and deal with them just like that. So that's what that's about. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people just like them and see things the same. So you don't. One second. Let's say, ladies and gentlemen, for instance, if you had a job with full of narcissists, right? And you had a job, you're dealing with narcissists, right? And the whole place is full of narcissists, right? So let's say you get an injury, right? And so you got you want to do a workman's comp claim. Um, what will happen with that is that you'll find, and you might be in a situation where you see like nothing is going right. It's like the situation ain't being handled properly. They act like they don't see the problem. Nothing is the issue. Oh, just give it time. Oh, it's nothing a big deal, right? What the truth of the matter is, they want to block you from having to miss a claim, because to them, well, you're not a part of us. You're not a part of our brotherhood. You're not a part of what we believe in. You're different from us. So that's what's that about. They don't want to give you, for example, they won't want to give you workman's comp claim. They'll lie and say nothing is wrong. It's not an issue. Give it time. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing's a big deal. Nothing's an issue. This is what they would tell you. So you're wondering like, well, why? But it's a serious problem, and they won't take it serious. And you'll be wondering why. Then that will be the issue. Of the problem is that the problem is there, but since since you want to be different and not be like us, then we'll make sure, since we control this, or this person can call this person and be like, well, this person is like this. This person's different. It's being different comes at a price. You know what I mean? And people don't like different because most people are the same. So they'll block you and do whatever they can, and people will work together to block you from certain things. They will team up and work against you to block you from certain things. And you thinking like, what is going on here? And you might not understand it or know, but they're working against you. That's what's going on. They're working against you to make sure you don't get what you need or you just do. They don't want you to come on top with a victor. They don't want you to get the proper help. They don't want you to win. They work, it's even stuff from kids. They'll work together to keep you from succeeding. Like, you got it to a level where parents work against their kids to make sure that they don't even finish school. They all will work together to block you, to anything you want. You can start from a football team, The coach and the teammates don't like you. So they're going to work together to make sure, like, you don't succeed on the team, get kicked off the team. You're the best player. And you wondering why I'm the best player, so why I'm not treated like the best player. They don't want you to be the best player. They don't want you to be treated the best player because of you being who you are. And that's all it takes, for you being who you are, and you being different, and you not being like them. This is one of the main reasons why narcissists attack you and don't like you and block you. Yes, even if married to them. It don't matter. Even if you're married to them. Miss Latoya, yup, don't matter. Even if you're married to them, it's still the same. It's still the same. No matter what the situation is, no matter the relationship, none of that pretty much matters. When it comes to that, that's not even an important part at all. I have to go a different way. There's more of that way. I gotta go a different way. Let me cross this. Yeah, hold on, I gotta cross this. Yeah. So that. All right, I just make sure I cross the street safely. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it don't matter what situation. Even if you guys best friends, uh, a parent and child situations, a sibling situation, it's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. There's nothing different about it. It's all the same. One sec, I need to make sure I'm going the right way real quick. One second, I just need to make sure I'm taking the right turn here. No, I should have just kept going straight up. I should have went. So this is a one way. Okay, I think this is the right way this way. Yeah, once I think this is the right way. Yeah, but yeah. And so it wouldn't really matter. Let me see. You know what? I could think of many situations that I've been in like that. For instance, let me a couple instances of situations where it was like that. Like a couple. Even listen, even from I remember one time I was with this older person, right? Yeah. I used to hang out with this older guy, right? Right. Look, even small situations like this, right? Yeah, so I was dealing with this girl. So I'm dealing with this girl. All of a sudden, right? I'm with this older guy, a little older, know more stuff about everything, situations and stuff like that, right? Yo, so I was young. I didn't know much about girls, but I was young. So let's say I was talking to this girl, right? And she was from the same neighborhood, right? So, and I knew her brother. So this now I'm young. This guy's a little. This person is a little older. So I'm cool with the girl, right? So I'm chill, so we just talk, we take it slow, right? So next thing you know, like one day, she uh she called me, to her porch, whatever, so we talking, we dealing with each other, right? Right? So she was cool, you know what I mean? She was smart, she was nice. And I knew her, and I really, she she was a girl that I like, but I wasn't even on her like that to where I was like, oh, I want this to be my girl, right? It was just that, she would be a good fit for me, if I was, and when she kissed me, it caught me off guard. I was like, oh, I was happy, right? So I go tell the old, what happened, and ever since that day, what happened, that girl never spoke to me again. She never really, dealt with me no more. She didn't speak to me again. But she was with the older guy. I see her with him. And so what I came to realize was, what happened was, I told him and he told her that. I told him and he told her that. So he did that. He did that. So and that's on a low level. Like, why would you even do that? Yeah, Craig, you've been through the same. You said you've been through the same thing, right, Craig? Yeah, yeah. I like. Why would you do that? And think about it. The person was older than me. He was older than me. Couldn't believe it. But at the time, me being younger, didn't know, who, he wasn't a true friend at the time. It didn't come to my mind. I didn't understand it. But then as time went by and more stuff revealed about that person, then it came to mind, like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, okay, so that's what happened. So then I was like, I peeped the situation and knew what happened. And then I start to see that same situation with him and a lot of other people that happened. So that's just what he do. That's his MO, that's his thing. So once he did it to me, I see now he do it all the time. And that's what he was running around doing. He was doing that to everybody close to him. All the time. So so yeah. Everything. Sometimes guys understand, like, stuff be going on and happening that you don't know or you don't even understand or know about. Like, certain situations or opportunities come your way and it didn't happen. It didn't happen or it didn't come fruition because they blocked you from it on purpose. Sometimes even before you get to see it, or anything, that's what happens. Before you even get to see it or know that's being presented, stop it, block it, right from the get-go. Sometimes it's stuff like you get to see it a little bit, you get to see it and be like, okay, you get to see it a little bit, like, okay, there's an opportunity here, like, yeah, I'm cool. But you don't get, I'm cool on that, I like that, but you don't get the final say on it. Then next thing you know, out of the blue, it don't happen. But you was aware, like, okay, this might happen, this opportunity. So you say, yeah, but you don't have the power to give it a final go and say, yeah, this is that. So what happens is, however they can stop it or block that, that's what happens. That's what they do. So then you say to yourself, well, I guess it didn't happen because it didn't need it to, but just in case they said it needed to, you the person for it, but then it never happens. That's on that one. That's how that goes. So it's just all shape, forms, and all levels, man. These guys will stop you from even dating a girl, or getting a girl. If you got the situation, they'll stop that and mess it up. If it presents itself, all levels, man, all levels. It's teamwork and it's team effort. It's teamwork and it's team effort. It's like to see that execution, yeah, it gotta be teamwork, team effort. That's how the job get done. If you wanna make something happen or stop something from happening, to execute it, it's best when it's teamwork. It's best when it's teamwork and everybody on the same page. Whatever this person could do, to make this happen or make this don't happen, to mess up the situation, or this person could do to stop the situation, whatever each individual brings to the table to stop something from happening, that's what happens. Same thing what goes to make something happen. A situation to make something happen. It's all the same. All right, let me read some of these comments now. Hey Kevin, will the narc make you feel like the narc? Yes, Craig, yeah, they will. Because it can't be them, so it gotta be you. So the easiest way for it not to be them is for it to be you and you to think it's you. That's how that goes. It ain't me, so it gotta be you. So when you start to notice stuff and see stuff, it becomes easy for it not to be you. It becomes easy for it not to be you if the other person takes the blame, if you don't want to take the blame for it. You don't got to worry about it, even if you did it. Even if you did it, you don't got to worry about it. Nah, that's not. Latoya, that's not true. It happens before then. It happens before then. That would be too late. 18 would be too late in the game for it. It's just start. That got to start from day one. Or I got to start from birth or from just a youth. That's too late in the game. So man. Yeah. So. Yes, it starts from the beginning. That's too late in the game to start that. Think about how, if it started at 18, how it wouldn't be that much impactful. They wouldn't be that much impactful if it started, once they turn 18. That's like kind of saying like, well, you can smoke once you're 18. And if they don't smoke till they're 18 and they're a fresh smoker. So they're a beginner. Yeah, don't believe that. It's not true. It's either born like it, some is born, it happens, but most are made that way. And this is a good one. Hit the like button for Kev. Thank you for that. Miss Latoya, hit the like button. Especially if you like it, hit the like button. Craig. Narcissist has neighbors or work. Yeah, Craig. Yeah, that's true. Because you know what I mean, Craig. They right in front of you, and then they just give you the evil look, like they worried about you. They give you the evil stance, stuff like that, and they all in your business and worried about you. Then they'll cause any little problems they can for no reason. And that's why the saying it says is the closest people that's why that saying is true. Like, it's the closest people that's to you. Think about the closest people to you is the most people that get on your nerves, cause you drama. There's always some problems or issue with, depending on the type of person it is. But that's true. That's what make it make sense. Hold on. Oh, let's see. This is Hey, Kevin, Narcissist team up like a football team to sack the quarterback. Yeah, that's a great analogy. Right, right. Like you the quarterback, right? And they on the opposite team. Like, you the quarterback. Like, if they get you, you the one who helped make the point. You the ones that's gonna help. If they right, because if you're the quarterback, if they stop you, then that stopped the team from even making a point. The team can't even succeed and make a point without the quarterback. So that's why they'll rush the quarterback. Once they get the quarterback down, that's why they got somebody to get the quarterback. Because the quarterback, you can say, like the head of the team. So yeah, that's what it's like. You're a quarterback and they trying to get you out of here. They trying to stop you. That's a great analogy. You're the quarterback, and then they the football team opposed to you. And your success, like, is the football, right? And you trying to get it out of your hand, right? And so they trying to bring you to the ground before you throw that football to get that touchdown. That make perfect sense. Let me read the comments now. I wanted to give you guys a little something, something. While I can, taking a walk, give you guys something. Because I didn't put up no videos lately. So let me sneak in a live when I can. Different. What's name said they don't like that I'm different. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's the basic of it. That's the basics of it. What I learned, and you won't know that. You won't know that. You won't know that until you be that. You won't know that until you be different. Then you'll understand it. And unless you get to understand it, before, ahead of time. But yeah, because that's what I learned. But you could be mild, just mild, and then it's kind of okay. You kind of cool, okay. But once you 100%, it's really a problem. That's not so. Give me a second. So. So Craig, let everybody else understand this, right? See, it's cool once, cause listen, they can notice you different from just noticing. Because say like it starts from young birth or whatever, like you don't really 100% know. You don't fully percent know. But you got to grow into that and find that out and figure that out. But see, the opposite is spot that from the door. You know what I'm saying? From you being young. And while you're young, you don't really know because you got to grow into it. Then you'll grow into it and won't know until you find out, until it's who you are revealed to yourself. So until that happen, you you don't know. So you still kind of, whatever. So you're not being that different 100%. You know what I'm saying? So till then, fully you're not being that different 100% until you fully know, because then that's when you come into yourself and you become that fully 100% fully. So even then, you notice things. You start to notice things and see things. Like that's like, okay, that's why that's not good treatment or whatever, right? But then once you become fully into it, you'll see the full 100% of the whole bad treatment experience, the whole attack experience. Once you become fully it and be different 100%, and like you understand like who you being, and you be fully of yourself and confident in it, that's when it really happens. Yeah, DJ Codeine, yeah, they must believe you are a strong and powerful individual if they have to team up against you. Exactly. And that lets you know who you are. You know, you ever heard of saying the devil don't waste stones on dead birds? You know? The saying that why kick a dead horse? You know? Like, just like in MAA fights, like you see people, they break it up. Like when a person down, they keep hitting them, they say, stop, this person already done. But that's the same initiative you could take. Like, if they got to team up against you, that means they're scared of you. And you is a powerful, strong individual. And then also, too, that means that's a verification that you are somebody and it's something about you. Difference is a gift and a curse. It's a curse because of the adversity you got to face. And the obstacles because of it, They gang up on me when they don't get what they want. Right, that's what happens. And then another thing I noticed, right, they gang up on you when they don't get what they want. Yup, because what I learned is that they they feel they all the same in one. So it's like if you say no to one, you said it to all. That's what I noticed. If you say no to one, you said no to all. So that's where that could come from. That's where that come from. You say one to no, you said one to all, and they don't like that. And it's like, how dare you say no? Period. And what I noticed that if you say yeah, say if it's 10 of them, and you say yeah to 9, they all happy, right? But say person number 10, you say no to, all of them are mad. It's like even the other 9 you say yeah to, they still mad. And it's like, wait a minute, but I said yes to 9 of you. I said no to the 10th person, and all of you mad, even the other 9. Like, wow. Like, but I said that goes out the window. Just think about that for a minute. It's like, wow, so all of that, what I did for you didn't even matter? I thought it mattered, but if I say they all one together against you. So because they all one individual against you. Or I was trying to get rid of that cover up, then to get rid of that, so I don't hear that music, because I don't want that copyright strike for that music. Yo, what else we got? Jeez, I gotta use the bathroom. Um, I guess, yeah, let's see. MA deleted your message. They tried to make me confused. Yeah, Craig, they try to make you confused. When you got a person confused, you gain power over them. So confusion is part of power, because if a person don't know what's going on and not aware, then they're powerless, because they don't know what's going on. And that's part of what they definitely do. They definitely get you confused, because it's part of them being able to abuse you, is for you to be confused. And it's part of them getting away with stuff they do to you by lying to you. And this is how they're able to shift blame. This is how they able to project and gaslight, because you're confused. And this is also how you end up with consonance dissonance. Consonance dissonance. This is how you end up with that. You start making excuses for the person. This is happening because of this is happening because of that. It's not really what it seems. It's not all that big of a deal. They definitely think they are better even when they make the exact same mistakes. Yup, that is true. Miss Latoya, yup, that is true. Slim 30, hey Kev. Hey Slim 30. Dang, that music, man. I don't want that copyright strike. Charlie, narcissists transfer their negative energies to other low vibrational people to attack the empaths. They can see our future. They plot schemes, plans, attack behind. They plot schemes, plans, attack behind the scenes. Yup, that's true. That's true. And yes, they can see when you're somebody, when you're somebody different, somebody special, somebody going places. They can see that, and they can see the path of your life, and what your gifts and your talents are, just whatever about you, is that okay, this is better than me. This is gonna be better than me. And then just off that, it'll start. And they play their part with everybody else, like you said, with other people, flying monkeys and stuff like that, and then they'll start the plot and the twist from there. So female older women is always the ringleader. Yeah, I noticed that too, Shirley, in certain situations. Yup. The old bitter ones, the old washed up bitter ones, yeah, they definitely be the ringleaders. And they also be misleading the younger ladies, because nowadays the young ladies, they don't have guidance, and then they end up following behind them. The older bitter narcissistic women, and then they all go down the wrong path, the same as them. And it's sad nowadays, because people don't take a look at the other people's lives and say, well, if I'm listening to you, my life's gonna turn out just like yours. If they don't think like, I'll take your advice when I want your life, and they don't even understand the advice they taking people from. That person you listening to, you taking advice from, look at their life, because they're only gonna lead you to have the life that they have. That's it. That's all they're gonna lead you to have the life that they have. So if you don't want that life, then you got to smarten up. You got to understand that. And nowadays, people don't understand that, especially the youth. They don't understand it. They don't get it. What's going on, Oscar? The narc ex-wife called to tell us she was going to start trying to get pregnant by her new husband. Yet, no, 9 years later, they are divorcing. She didn't call to tell us that. Right. They not, see, they're not going to call you and tell you that, Latoya, Miss Latoya, they don't call and tell you they failures. They hide their failures. They hate their failures. They believe, they don't understand that, they don't believe that, you know, normal people, healthy people, is mistakes, failures is a part of life. They think that everything has to be perfect for you to, and that's not the case. That's why she didn't mention that. She didn't mention that because that's a failure. Like, you know what I mean? It's a failure. So nope, not mentioning that. And that's what you see on social media nowadays. People be so caught up in other people's lives and celebrity lives, and it's like people only show you what they want you to see and believe. It's an image that they're painting. So everybody is trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to follow everything. And then you got all these platforms that are just narcissistic. Social media it has its benefits, especially for business, connecting, networking, and things. It has its benefits, but then you got all this narcissistic, toxic stuff going on, and everybody's trying to level up on one person. You got narcissists just all over social media. It's ridiculous. It's all a cesspool. Craig, they act like they're perfect. Craig, that sentence came in right under Latoya, Miss Latoya's comment, because it goes what I was just saying. They act like they perfect. They believe in you have to be perfect, no mistakes. So this is why they're not going to mention the divorce, but they'll mention they're trying to get pregnant or they got a pregnancy coming. They'll mention that because that's an accomplishment. That's a win. So, and then this is why you can't trust people like this, because they'll lie about, and this is why you never get them admit about doing anything wrong. They always play the victim because they can't be wrong. They got to be perfect, even though they not. But they don't want you to believe that they are. They believe, and they was taught from kids that a perfect person don't do nothing wrong. Like, so it's like you got to learn how to spell every word. You got to know how to spell everything. But you got to know everything. Like, you got to be the perfect height, the perfect weight. You got to just be the perfect career, perfect amount of money. Like the most smartest brain in the world. Like everything in your life, you have the individual perfect, like no mistakes. Like you can't even spill a cup of water. Like you can't burp. Think about that. This is how these people brain are and operate. Like it's like it's a lot. It's a lot to hold and take a toll on, and then trying to keep up that image. So you're forced to lie because, first of all, you're not perfect, and you think you are. And you try not to make no mistakes. And then you're a toxic narcissist person, so it's impossible for you not to not make no mistakes and be perfect. Because you're dysfunctional and toxic. And then in a lot of cases, you're demonic. So it's like, that's not going to work. Look at the movie Glass. The powers don't want any different people. Cassandra Johnson. Yeah. that's true. Like, no different. It's all about feeling comfortable. It's all about, when I look around, everybody's the same. Everybody's the same. It's all about comfortability. Like, you go to a neighborhood where every house in the price range, everybody tax bracket is the same. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's comfortable on the same level somewhat. The houses are in a certain market price range, and the individuals who could afford to live in that neighborhood is in a certain type of tax bracket. Just like you go to a lower level poverty environment. everybody's in comfortability because everybody's the same and everybody's in a certain level tax bracket. Now, when you go into the rich and the wealthy, it's the same thing. It's the same neighborhoods, environments, and everybody's in the same comfortability because they in the same tax bracket. So that's what it's about. It's the same, but see, that's on a positive level. That's just how life is in the structure. But when you take it into a people not liking a certain person because they see stuff different or think different, that's dangerous. That's different. Like, you know what I mean? It's different. It comes to a point to where it's like, well, I don't believe in this or I don't believe in that. Something that don't really have to do with anything. It's just an individual, something small. That's a problem. Even on religious things too. Like, I don't believe in working on Sunday. Well, I believe you can work on Sunday. That's a problem right there. Here you go. Like, just your thought of that, it's just, now that's a problem. Well, I don't believe in working overtime. Well, I believe in working overtime. See, something small like that, that's just the individual of you make that decision, decide to think how you want and think different and be different. Just something small like that. That's a problem. Like, because they think, oh, work as much as you could, make as much money you could, work as many hours you could, blase. I'll work 40 hours. I'll work overtime. You believe in, well, nah, I don't believe in working like 40 hours or working overtime. That alone right there would just cause an issue and a problem just because of that. It's because they compete inside the material, inside the what, what's that? They compete inside the what's relationship? The marital relationship. Yeah, they do. Yup. Surely you can be blocked by friends, family, co-workers, and significant others at the same time. Usually you are empathic and you're under spiritual attack, spiritual warfare. Surely that is true. Surely that is true. Especially on that note. And that's definitely a popular one of why, too. Of the topic, of the topic on hand. That right there is that one right there is the biggest one and the biggest reason why. That right there, Shirley. Yup. Oscar, I've encountered that when narcissists recruit their brain dead buddies to do the dirty work. They hate it when you keep to yourself. Yeah, like, right, Oscar. In situations, you keep to yourself and you just handle your business and stay on point and guard your heart and go on doing your business, and living your life. But when you keep to yourself, that stop people from spreading their negative energy to you, bothering you, and it stops the attack of whatever they're trying to do because you keep to yourself. You don't give people the information that they can use towards you. They not around you with their negative energy, and you can do certain things of being on point and seeing things from what they are because you from the outside looking in, so you can see what's going on and you're observing and you're paying attention to things. So you kind of can see what's going on. When you inside, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. That end up becoming too late. But that's the smart and the best way to move. Keep to yourself, keep a distance from the nonsense. But I think one of my aunts, and Craig, I think one of my aunts or cousins are the ringleader of the gang stalking program they put me in. That could be, it's possible. It's could. Craig, it always starts from home or who's closest to you. It always starts from there, It always starts from there. So even stuff that you think like that has nothing to do with them, it could be because of them. You get what I'm saying? Because it's always behind your back. You don't even know it. Florida, wow, AC. I wonder why some of us are chosen to have every single person turn on us at the same time. AC, BU, so unfair. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, AC, but think about it. If people turning on you and you done nothing wrong to them, then that means you special. If you're not an a-hole, you're not you're not a jerk. You know what I'm saying? You're not this horrible person, AC, and to everybody else. If you're not this horrible bad person, you're not doing anything wrong or negative for people to treat you this way. To turn on you, it's not you, it's them. And when that's happening, you need to look into yourself and find out, what is it good about me? Because I've been there before. It was like when you don't know anything or understand these things, it's like, well, I'm the problem. What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? Like, why am I the problem? Why am I the issue? Like, you start thinking it's you. And I've been there before for a long time. But now I know and understand the truth. I know it's not me. And and this becomes not knowing who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know who other people are. And once you know who you are, then you know who everybody else is. Shansia, you are one of the best teachers on narcissism. Thank you for that, Shansia. I appreciate that. Cassandra, when you find yourself around a narc, like roaches, when you see one, they are there are many more hiding. Yup. Yeah, Cassandra, that's true. It's more around. Especially watch who they associate with. Cassandra and everybody else. Watch who they associate with. Watch who they hang out with. Watch who they like. Watch who they talk about a lot. Watch who they try to get you to uh, be friends of, be cool with, try to get you to like. Watch out for that. Even if it's people who are your friends, that from them even knowing them is because of you, or your ex friends too, or people who were your friends that shouldn't even be their friends because they're your friends, and watch out for that. Whoever they co-sign and whoever they like, you should be aware of. You know, you have a Shansia. You have a gift to teach about this for sure. Thank you, Shansia. And I noticed that more Shansia to myself when I do one-on-ones. I had everyone turn on me, even my mother and brother. Hard to imagine God allows it. Yeah, well, that's AC. That's yeah, that's good, AC. But at first, you can't see it, you can't tell, and that's easy to not. That's easy not to understand or tell why. You know what I mean? Because I've been there before, AC. Listen what AZ said. I've had everyone turn on me, even my mother and brother. Hard to imagine God allows this. But listen, AC and everybody else, that's God protecting you from people who don't mean you no good. It only means something because it hurts more when it's family, people closest to you, who are supposed to be best for you. But but that's not the case. So even if they no good for you, if they're your family or people closest to you, you still want to know, because it's healthy and safer for you. Even though on the circumstances, the circumstance, yeah, you won't want that, but it's the best thing for you. I mean, it's even, you know what I'm saying? It's even said in the scripture too about that. In the scripture it says something about that. Like, it's something about it to be your kinfolks, the one who will turn on you, who you got to watch out for. It says that in the scriptures. I think Jesus talked about it. So it's even in the book. Think about Cain turning on Abel. What's another scripture? It says, son father turn against son, daughter turn against mother. You know what I'm saying? It's in the scriptures. So, when you go back and read the good book, you'll find certain things in there. That's like, wow, okay. Shansia, it's a spiritual warfare. Yes, it definitely is. Shansia. Yeah. Surely trust they will have their judgment on Judgment Day. Allow their sins to add up. Is their destiny to fall with Satan? Surely, let them be them. Let them deal with their own judgment. Let them be them. Don't try to get revenge. Don't turn into them. Don't try to be like them. Let them be them. Let them do them. And you be who you're supposed to be, and live your life to the best of capability and happiness you can have. Oscar, codependents are a pain as well. I had I hold zero tolerance for their persistent excuse for a narcissist, or why they're usually, or why they usually seem to fail in everything. Right, Oscar. Codependency is this. Oh man, codependency is like, oh man, I know what you mean. Um, they, um, it's them instead of, because codependency is the opposite of independent. They they codependent because they don't want a man or woman up, and that's on every level where you could not, want to be independent. You know, take the COD, remove the COD, add the IN, and you got independent. Move the IN, put the COD, you got codependent. So independent and codependent is the opposite of each other. It's just like hot and cold. So codependency comes from people not wanting to be independent, and that's on any level, whether independent of their own emotions and their own feelings, dealing with their own mind, dealing with handling their business with their own financial situation, their own career, work situation, their life on all levels, their relationships, their friendships, different levels, their health, on all levels, on all levels, codependent people need help, need codependent, and depend on other people because they're not independent in those categories. So this is why a codependent is so draining and so toxic, because they can need codependent codependent on many different levels. It cannot be one. They could be lazy, don't want to cook, so now they depend on you to feed them and cook for them. And then they could be codependent on getting food. They don't want to go work, hunt for their own food. So now not only you got to provide the food, you also got to cook it because they not self-sufficient, and they dependent on somebody else to feed them. It's basically like, it's like having a grown kid, because kids are codependent. But even children at a certain age, they grow into their independency. This is where you start to see like a little rebelliousness at a certain age, a little talk back and stuff like that, because even children at a certain age start to grow into their independency. So a codependent is like you're dealing with a grown child. It's cool when it's with kids because they're supposed to be codependent, but a kid at a certain age level, they supposed to start growing to their own independence. Because even at a certain age, you shouldn't have to tell your child, okay, it's time to take a bath or to brush your teeth, or You shouldn't have to wake them up at a certain age to go to school. You know, if your son is 18, you shouldn't have to wake him up to go to work. You shouldn't have to wake him up to go to school. You get what I'm saying? So at certain age level of certain of adults and children, you shouldn't have to tell them these things. They supposed to be independent on their own to do these things. And codependents, that they are the worst. They're draining. They look for you for everything. Everything that you got, they think that every gift or talent you got. If you're a clean person and they dirty, they think you're supposed to clean up whatever they need clean. If you got money and they don't want to go and work or earn their own money, they think everything, every dollar that you have is theirs, and every time whatever they need that you supposed to buy it for them or give them money because just because they want to, they want some. They codependent people, oh man, it's a problem. Craig, I know the feeling, Miss Latoya. They are children who never grew up. Yes, Miss Latoya. What you gotta understand, like they stopped growing at a certain age. It was at the point where something tragic happened, and something that happens in the mind to where their brain, and something happens to a part of their brain to where it just shuts down and it stops from there. And then this is when they go into this like stage of, okay, everything stops here, I'm not gonna grow from here, what I believe and see now. And then they see the world from that age. So say if like at 10 their brain just stops there. So all everything everything from the time they was born, let's say to 10 years old, that's all they know. That's how they see the world. This is how everything's become the problem. Because if everything in life is all about from when you started at 10, and all that you know, like on a mature level, on a mental level, psyche level, feelings level, or any other level like that, it stops at that age. So you will be dealing with you'll be dealing with a person and they'll be 20, but you're dealing with a person who stopped growth on all level at the age of 10, and you won't even notice. So you're wondering why you're going through all these things, because you're dealing with a 10-year-old who's seen everything, and everything stays the same of their beliefs and how everything is and work, and how everything is going to happen from everything they experienced from the time they was born to the time they was 10. Cassandra, if you have been assigned narcissist in your life, just know that you are destined and proposed to be a great person. Mr. Toya, they are more dangerous as adults. Oh yes, they is. I mean, the younger years is just the start. Still learning everything. And Shanxia, narcs are just puppets being used by humans to bring oppression to your life. That's true. That's true, Shanxia. I definitely believe that. AC, elderly are the worst. Oh yes, the elderly are the worst. Because the older they get, the worse they get. Right, and then the older, the more miserable. So I suppose if we are chosen for this worst form of spiritual attack, it's then confirmation we are chosen. Yeah, it's in some cases, yeah. In some cases, yeah. AC is true. In some cases, it is. In some cases, it is. I'm not gonna say all, because I don't know. I don't want to take on that power and responsibility to say that. And I don't want to. I don't never want to play God, but I do know in some situations, yes. I won't say all, but I was saying it's true. I just wouldn't say all, but it's definitely true. It's definitely true in some cases. Craig, I know some elderly bullies. Miss Latoya, my stepdaughter, 16, wrote in her notebook that she enjoys seeing people in pain. It makes her feel. Wow. See, that's at 16. I mean, that's what I'm saying, Miss Latoya and everybody. It starts young. Like, it starts young. It starts young. Miss Latoya, what WTF does that mean? Fred, well then I'm not codependent because I don't see people in pain. What? Well then I'm not a codependent because I don't see people in pain. Nah, Craig, codependent is dependent on other people. It don't have nothing to do with seeing people in pain. Codependents have, it's the opposite of independent. Is you depend on other people for certain things when you should be independent about those things. So that's what that's about. Just because they old, they feel they are gold in the game of narcissism. They are oldies but goodies when it comes to hurting good people. Yeah, that's true, Cassandra. Okay, I can't relate, Kevin. Fred. Codependents have excuses for everything and won't come through with their commitments. Yup, that's true, Oscar. She also used other people's suicidal stories for attention. She claimed she wrote about it not in a diary, just a school notebook. Shansia, can a person be both a codependent and narcissist dependent on the situation? Yeah, yup, that's true. It's going. Miss Latoya, I'm seeing these people don't pop up and become narcs. They develop. Yes, Miss Latoya. Uh, they are developed. In some cases, some are just born this way. In some cases, some are born this way. But most cases, they are developed. Codependence can grow either way. Narcissists or empaths. Yup. Codependency. Yup. It can grow because I found out I was codependent at one point, and then once I realized that I had to work on breaking out of that and finding out why, and that was part of my healing process. But yup, it plays on both sides, and this is why both usually end up getting together because both of them are codependent or one of them are. So, and that's definitely true, Cassandra. Well, I don't like seeing others in pain. So, Donna, narcs love to see others in pain, but they can be hurt by the word no. Yup, that's true, Donna. Yup. They do not like the word no. They do not like getting their way, just like kids, children are. Just like children are. No? What's that? Craig, they think I signed up. Wow. Like I wanted to be abused. RA, happy Friday, Kevin. Yeah, I caught a live. Hi, RA. Yes, if someone is charismatic and many people want to be that person's friend, I'm out of there. It's only a matter of time before the charismatic individual reveals their real character. Yeah, yeah. Healthy normal people has is charismatic as well, Oscar. But charismatic and stuff like that is a part of the false image of a narcissist. So you gotta be careful because it is real healthy people who are charismatic, and then you got toxic people who being charismatic is part of their what would you say, false image. Flying monkeys do the job for them. Yes. Auto aspiration. Yes. Flying monkeys do, and especially comes when you're dealing with higher ups. Like say if you're dealing with your parents. Your parents will use the parents will use your siblings, kids, and your siblings, even if they're older, to do the dirty work. And say like you got a job, or say like you got a job, like the bosses will use your other bosses and other co-workers to do the dirty work for them, being them being flying monkeys. Same thing with your community or whatever group or associations you have with other groups or individuals. Same thing in that case too. Until the family ganged up on me, they protect each other. My husband's mother is a porter. She's the ringleader. Wow, thank you. Hey Kev, hey Ida Tiger. I will have no flunkies doing good enough on my behalf, but there is a team of flunkies getting blame shifting, discrediting what I experienced. Yeah, they're gonna do that, Craig. Are you? I don't know any knives that are even 18 in the mind. Sharita. Cassandra, let's see. It starts in childhood if a person has been abused. Positively TK, that's true. Closest people closest people are the devils. Auto aspiration. In these cases is very true. And in other cases of different situations, yes. This quarterback ain't joining the narcissist team. I hear you on that, Craig. Because even if you do, they still gonna do what they do to you. It just makes them comfortable that you compromise, and then that you could be not who you are 100%. But it still be some resentment there and hatred there. It just won't be as much as you not joining the team. So that's why I told you, this is why I want people to know, don't compromise. Because if you compromise, it'll still be the same thing. You still lose. Cassandra the narcissist tries to make embroil a narcissist by fucking and fighting during the pregnancy, male and female. Most videos make it seem like codependents are completely innocent. If anyone know other videos playing the negative side of codependence, please tell me about it. Shansia, yeah, codependency is bad. It's not good. And codependency helps you attract narcissists and toxic people. Codependent, you're right, Shansia, codependency is not good. And when I found out I was codependent and what I was codependent about, I broke out of it. I was like, oh, this is dangerous. I gotta fix myself. And I fixed myself on that. Like, codependency is not good. You're part of the problem too. And Shansia, that's what I do here on my channel. I make everybody take part for their role. Like I tell my viewers, members, subscribers all the time. Like, what are you? Even people I do one-on-ones with. If you're the problem, you gotta fix. You gotta identify that, admit that, and change that. Because somewhere down the line, you may have taken a part and you're part of the problem. So if you don't fix you first, you can't help fix the situation that's in your life. Once you always take the initiative to fix you first, that helps, because you can't fix other people. The main person is to fix you first. Gaming with cooler reactions. These demons will try and take your kids to sacrifice them. These people don't care about boundaries. No, they don't. I get those type of dressed up, Kevin is sad. Miss Latoya, do not try to interject personal responsibilities or accountability of any kind. That's true. Concern. Tamara Brown, hello. Craig, they turned so many against me through their smear campaign. Yeah, Craig, don't even worry about them people that turned against you, because if they turned against you that easily, then they wasn't really your friends. People who are your friends, they don't just turn against you easily like that without coming to, talk to you about it and just automatically believe in it. So if they really did that, then don't worry about it. They wasn't even a part of you from the get-go. So, so Jamie Mills, our God is greater, our God is stronger. Yes, he is, Jamie Mills. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. Yes, yes, yes to that. Amen to that. I had been the target. I had been the target. I completely disengaged. I'm oblivious. I said what I said. Now I forgot to pronounce that word. Forgot to pronounce that word, Latoya. Miss Latoya. Craig, I agree, Kevin. Miss Latoya, I realize the spiritual warfare and I know they cannot win. Yes, Miss Latoya. If you stay on your spiritual path, your spiritual positive path, if you stay spiritual and just stay right with God, and put on the armor of God and stay close to God, and focus on you, saying your health, focus on your life and fixing you and bettering your life, that's focus on that, and then continue to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding about these people, and about God and the spiritual warfare stuff. Continue to get the information you need and learning about that, and just it will help you. Jamie Mills, 1 Corinthians 14:33, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Amen to that, Jamie Mills. Oscar, eventually the narc will turn on their clip, and those 8 balls won't know why. I don't know what you mean by that, Oscar. They give you the silent treatment after you say no. Eye of the tiger. Yes they do. They'll give you the silent treatment, and also they become passive aggressive. Like, I gotta do another video on them being passive aggressive, because what they will do when you tell them no, I gotta do another video. I apologize. I'm always talking about I gotta do this, do that, but it be so much I be going through and dealing with, and stuff I got going on that I'll be forgetting sometimes. you got they got to get their rocks off. So what they'll do is that they'll be a passive aggressiveness, like they'll bump you, or like they'll be in your way. You know what I mean? Like, they'll see you coming and they'll make it purposely to be in your way. Like, that's the passive aggressiveness. Like, you going here, they automatically just boom. You know what I mean? Always in your way. Like, that's them being passive aggressive. You know, they got to do silent treatment, and then they also being passive aggressive in some kind of way. Eye of the tiger, yes. Cognitive dissonance is real, yes, and I got to do a video on that too. Jenny Mills, we love you, Kevin. I pray that everyone here finds healing in Jesus. Amen to that, Jamie Mills. I love you guys too. Thank you, Jamie Mills. Uh, Cassandra. I no is low spray for knocks. That that's why they become silent. Cassandra, that I like that. I like that, Cassandra. uh, but I guess I have a gang of them also give me silent treatment when they even vandalize others' property. Say we deserve it. Auto aspiration, cognitive dissonance creates confusion. Yeah, it do. Yeah. Yup. Yup, it do. I definitely gotta do something on that. Cognitive dissonance is the reason, because cognitive dissonance is the reason. It comes from, it's confusion. It comes from confusion, and it's part of the reason why we stay in certain toxic, narcissistic situations. You know, any type of relationship that it is, that's why we end up staying in it, because of cognitive dissonance. Craig, don't get what they want. They want. Don't get what they want. They want. That's what I told Marks and their buddies no many times, and it galls them that someone won't go along with their game plan. Yup, it do. Yup, that's true. Sandra, how can a person see so much in you when they don't even know you? They only see you at work. Knox be tripping. You can see it. Yeah, I mean, Shane Sia, it's just the recognizing the opposite of them. You know, is recognizing the opposite of them, and it kind of it validates you too, because I mean, like, it's just like, say like people dealing with, right, say like somebody's dealing with somebody who's good, like say like a person in any sports, right, he meet the right coach, and the coach tell him like, well, you good at this, you're gifted, you good, you could go far. I mean, the person might not even know they was good, or they know they was good, but the coach sees what they don't see. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can know but not really know, or know as much, or understand it as much. So even if they don't really know, they can see it enough. Like, they can see it enough to see it. That's all it takes, is just, oh, that's different. You know what I mean? Like kind of like this, right? If a person is jealous of you because they're broke, right? You might not be rich, but they could tell you're not broke. You know what I mean? Like, so they can hate you because they're broke and you're not. You know, they don't need to know your tax bracket, or know, like, it's enough information just to tell if you're broke or not. You get what I'm saying? It's certain ways, but that's just enough. The fact that they're broken, they can understand, not even knowing you, just knowing and seeing enough and knowing enough that you're not broke. I mean, you could break it down to that level. Helicopter, I like helicopters. But I am not even allowed to smoke, but they can. I'm a young adult who is old enough. I mean, if that's what you want to do, Craig, and that's what you want to do, and I mean, me, smoke is bad for you. I advise you not, because it's bad for you. But if you're an adult and legally you can, I mean, you could. Unless in a situation where they're in control of an environment and they own the environment and it's authority, or their property or whatever, and they say no, I mean, that's that. You'll have to just sneak. DJ Codeine, they see God's light. DJ Codeine, they see God's light in you. And that's true. That's true too. That happens too. That's the reason for it too. Yes. Auto aspiration, they hide failures too. Oh yes, they do. Yeah, they hide failures. They don't want you to know about them. They hide failures. That's the other thing I say about social media. Like, you stop listening and stop thinking people's life is great as it is. They not. People on social media is not, and narcissists and social and toxic people and people in general are not showing their failures. They're not showing you their failures. Like, they're not showing them. They're not broadcasting them. They're not talking about it. And they not. So don't 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 base your life and judge your life by everybody's life off social media, because they control what they see and they control what they tell you. You know. So don't. Oh, too husky. 100. Shansia, we can't even hear the music. Oh, Sharita. Oh, that's cool. I mean, cause I can hear it, and it's all about, if you know what I'm saying, if they pick it up. Cause if they can hear it, they pick it up. Then it's like, oh man, if I can identify it, then it's like, oh man, you know what I mean. Then that comes for like the copyright claim and stuff like that. So even, it might not, but even if I can hear it, I know it's enough. Like, it's a possible chance they might. And if it do pick up, I don't want to hear it, because I dealt with that before, like 2 years ago, where it picked it up and it heard it, and then I had to deal with that claim. Like, I'm not even allowed. Oh no, okay. But my aunt told me she doesn't care how old I am. I'm still not allowed to smoke with her. Don't smoke her. I mean, she don't want to smoke with you, Craig. Don't smoke with her. No, she see that she don't want to smoke with her nephew, even though you grown. I don't see. It's not like you a kid, but she smoke, you smoke, you an adult. I mean, hey, don't, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Like, oh well, you don't want to smoke me. Smoke by yourself. Smoke by yourself. Have some peace. Smoke by yourself. Always allow people to have the crack, and everybody. Always allow people to have their space when they want it, and always allow and enjoy your space when you can have it. When other people don't want you in their space, so enjoy those opportunities. Jamie Mills, Isaiah 30, verse 18. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all those who wait for him. Amen. Amen in that, Jamie Mills. Social media is heaven for these individuals. Auto activation. DJ Cody, they could also have more than you and still be envious of you. That's how you know it's all spiritual. Yeah, DJ Coding, yeah. Yup, that's true too. And it's also the stuff that really matters too, like happiness. And you gotta understand some like, they can have a marriage that they have that sucks, and they miserable about it. You can have a good marriage, or you can have no marriage at all. And it's also that too, like, even though they have more, the stuff they has is the reason they broke. So they have it, but they broke because of it. So they wake up miserable because of that, And it's also what you said too. Craig, they can hack my devices. Wow, yeah, they'll go that far, Craig. So go take his places to the places to where you can get it cleaned out. You can get all that virus stuff taken out. Have a good one.
Let's get it.
had a tiger, yeah, true. I had a tiger. That's why I closed my Facebook. Craig, I know I make mistakes. That's part of being human. Yeah, right. It definitely is, and it's not to say to be okay with them or be like okay with them happening or making them. It's just like try to prevent them from happening. But if they happen, then they happen. Auto it piss off narcs when they found out I'm not on any anti-social media, right? Because they want to they want to be in your business. That's why, Oscar, they want to be in your business. Social media is the easiest way for people to be in your business. Like, so when you tell them you don't have to, not on social media, or you don't give them your social media info, or they can't find you on social media, it's mad. They mad because they can't find out your business. And that's another thing with social media. People putting all their business on social media. It's like, for what? Like, but dealing with narcissistic toxic people, they think that they're important. They want people in your business, their business. They think that they're important and things like that. Jamie Mills, XOXOXO, sending love vibes to all. Jamie Mills, we are stronger than the devil because God's spirit lives in us. Amen to that. Goody, the narcs in my life have fought very hard to keep me down, but no more. That's right, Goody. Take the power back. Fight. Craig, they listen in on my conversations. Yup, being nosy. DJ Codeine, they become obsessed with you once you go no contact. They stalk social media. They even try to show up to places where you go just to get a reaction. Yup, that's true. Auto aspiration, yes. The narcos work for the evil. Yes, auto aspiration. Jamie Mills, God is on our side. That we rebuke you, devil, in Jesus' name. The devil want us fighting with each other. We gotta get smarter than him. Jamie Mills, that's true. And a message to the elect. They will always forget you and will always hate you. Craig, they turned my friends against me. Yep, Craig, I'm telling you, Craig, they ain't your friends if they believe. If they was your real friends, they wouldn't allow somebody to turn them against you, especially if you really didn't do anything wrong, or if they don't really have proof of why whatever they want to be friends with you for, if they don't really know or have proof of, it's being true, then they wasn't really your friends then. If they was easily turned against you, they wasn't really your friends from the beginning. My problem is I talk too much. I can't hold my tongue when I see / go through BS. Who's that? Bella Butterfly. Yeah, deal with it. Yeah, so what you got to do is that don't make it, never go with your first reaction about a situation. So that's what you do about it. Bella Butterfly. Uh, tell yourself, I'm not going to say nothing. When you just program and tell yourself you're not going to say nothing about it. Take a deep breath. Start thinking about the situation before you start speaking. Start thinking about it. Meditate on it. Jamie Mills, you must take authority through Jesus Christ who died for you. Your life belongs to God, not the devil. Shine for Jesus. Amen, Jamie Mills. Uh, Jamie Mills, crack open the Word of God, read the Psalms about how God deals with our enemies. We have the victory in Christ. Amen, Jamie Mills. As mentioned, also they will hate you since the time that you were a kid, just hate without any valid reason. I mean, the family, strange, isn't it? Auto aspiration. Yeah, that's true. But it is for reasons, but it's not, yeah, like you said, it's not valid. But to them, it's valid. The reasons is valid, even though they're really not. I remember as a little girl just feeling that one of my aunts didn't like me, and I didn't understand why. Bella Bubba Fly. Yeah, the sound of true, that's true, and that's how it goes. Like a Zoom. Zoom. Zoom, can we go from there? Boom, boom. Lori, I might do something like that, Lori. I might. Sounds like a good idea. Just give me a second. Time is 12. Boom, boom. Just give me a second. Fly. Just fly. 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 It's fly. You fly. It's fly. Yeah. Yeah. See. Oh, it says open. Oh. You're welcome. All right. Let's see. Um. Let's see. Well, the fall fell on the goes in the rain. Just on the I'm chosen by God. That's why the ex-husband, covert narcissist gave me hell. Tomorrow Brown, that definitely could be the reason why. That definitely could be the reason why, and that definitely happens. Cassandra, not see a good person as the enemy, just like in a real war. You have to know your enemies. Cassandra, that's true. Tamara, that's why he had them kids by me to trap me. 6 kids by the devil. You could change. You could tomorrow. You could change that. You could turn and change that situation around. So, Craig, they told me I was their bank. Wow. Wow. Jeez. And that's how it goes, like you said, Craig. I mean, this is what happens. This is how they will see you, and this is how, they will look at you. This is how it goes. You know. Tomorrow I will sleep 27 years. Yeah. You are nada. You too. Yeah, well, you woke now tomorrow. Celebrate that. Tomorrow you woke now, so celebrate that. Jamie Mills, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Love covers a multitude of sin. Amen to that. Tomorrow, cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance, something serious. Yes, it is. I have to definitely do something on that. It's serious. Codependent equals needy. Yes, it does. Needy, yes. Clingy, too. Yup. I thought codependents were doormats. Let other people use them to feel their approval. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, too. But you also could be the predator of codependency. Right, to where you're not the doormat of codependency, but you afraid of being lonely, so you need somebody just to be in a relationship with, just to be happy. Like, just to be happy, you need somebody. You codependent on people just in other different ways. Like for instance, somebody could be codependent on somebody for financial reasons. You know what I mean? So they need other people to take care of them, feed them, get food for them. There's different levels to codependency. Think about all the ways that you're independent on your own, and all the things that you do and handle on your own, you depend on yourself for. And think about you being codependent about them things and needing others to depend, needing and using others to handle those things for you and take care of you in those ways and aspects. Codependents have a choice to make, become narcissists or empaths. Right, and they usually are, like, and even people who just like, normal people, be healthy people, for some reason they can end up codependent about something. You know what I mean? And then you have your narcissists and toxic people who are codependent, and then you have your empaths who could be codependent as well. Codependency is a bridge to narcs or empaths. Usually both were mistreated in infancy and childhood. Yeah, that is true. It is the bridge to it. Yup. In most cases, most were mistreated. So I'm in court with the ex-covert narcissist. He had his wife, the overt narcissist, had me arrested for no reason. Wow. They can raise whatever child they want. It is not my job. They don't want me involved too. I raise my kids. Grown. They are grown and gone living in the life. My mother, the narcissist, put my cousin in jail and took her child for narcissistic supply. The last Thursday, she broke his arm and didn't take him to the doctor until Monday. 4 or 5 days later, wow. And my mother talked me into raising him and I gave up flying as a pilot to raise him. And then she used her money to take him from me after 2 years. Wow. She used you against you. She used you to do that so she used you, right? You was being a pilot, happy living your life. She used that, Lori, to take you down from you happy living your life doing what you do just to get you caught up in that nonsense and also to take the child for 2 years for whatever just to get a break or to do whatever she wanted that time for away from the child for that and then came back and got him when she needed him and had you in a whole bunch of drama. There was a whole plan and game plan from the start. I the tiger, yes, exactly, Kevin. Passive aggressiveness. My neighbors would give silent treatment and act passive aggressive. They would even instigate fights out of nowhere. Yeah, that's what they do. Create drama when it's not none created. That's their motto. They are demonically influenced. I left the U.S. to get away from my narc family and moved next door to another narc in Costa Rica. They are everywhere. Yes, yes, they is. It's all over the world. It's just situation not funny, but you understand why it's like, yeah, you thought Costa Rica was like, hey, no, nope. Wow, yes, that everywhere. That makes sense. Lord, the narcissists are demon influenced. They are in agreement with Jezebel demons. Yes, that's true. Narcissists are demon influenced. They are in agreement with Jezebel demons. Yes, that is true. Glory. Not family member wanted to know if my jewelry was real or not. Like, why does that matter? So if it's real, they could take it, and if it's fake, they could say, "Oh, your jewelry is fake." That's why. You get what I'm saying? So either way, it's a double whammy. It's a win-win. You know, you're in a catch-22. You're in a double whammy, a catch-22. You know, if it, Craig, Craig said the Narc family member wanted to know if my jewelry was real or not. Like, why does that matter? So if it's real, they can steal it. If it's fake, they can say, "Oh, it's fake anyway," because they jealous and mad that you got it anyway. So out of jealousy, they'll steal it from you. And then if it's fake, out of jealousy, they'll still say, they can at least say it's fake. Poop dog returns. How about when the narc copies you, competes with you? Yeah, I got a video or two on that Poop dog returns. Yeah, they are a copycat of you. They trying to imitate you. They imitating you. They not individuals who have their own mind. Like they don't have their own mind. There's like kind of like no really them. So everything about them they pick up from other people. Like they'll watch this person have this hairstyle. They'll take off that hairstyle. Then they'll take an identity. They like what I call them is Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head. That's basically what they is. They're put together. They'll take They'll take this from this person, this from you, that from you, because they don't have no individual identity of self. They don't have no individual identity of self. So everything about them comes from other people. Like they might take on this person persona, this person attitude, this person way of thinking, this person hairstyle, this person dress style, this person a career. Everything is about what somebody else is doing, or and then they compete with you because everything is competition to them. They strive to, especially to everybody around them. They small minded in that sense too. They compete with everybody that's around them, especially in their household. Like, okay, I gotta, be better than you in this. If you didn't graduate school, I gotta graduate to school. If you didn't go to college, I gotta go to college. I gotta have a better car than yours. I gotta be taller than you. I gotta have more money than you. I gotta get paid more than you. I gotta have a better job than you. It's all to make them feel better than you. It's all to make them feel good about themselves, and to make you feel bad about them, and make them. It's to make them feel good about themselves and make you feel bad about yourself, and it kind of gives them power. But well, I don't enjoy seeing others in pain or misery. I don't smoke on. Are the type of people are just cameras wanting to check your every move. Friends and family. I the tiger, yes. And this is why you'll see people, they can't focus on, they unhappy, right? And this part of the reason why they unhappy, right? Because they watching your life, like you said, I the tiger, which is true. People are cameras. They watching your life and watching your every move and talking about you all every day. That this is one of they do it because they unhappy, and it's the reason why they still unhappy, because this is all they care about, and this is what they do all day. While you focus on doing you, that's why you focus on still doing you and living your life, and focus on you. And also, when the more you focus on you, the more you better your life and upgrade your life, the more and more they're gonna be trying to be nosy, watching you and talking about you. And yes, this happened with friends and family. Their eyes just open on everything you do. I mean, everything. Even when you think they ain't looking, or with everything, they looking at everything and noticing everything, and they definitely talking about it. Lord, we need a narc support group. I might do that, Lori. I might do that because I do have a Zoom. I do have Zoom for when I also Skype for when I do one-on-one consultations or counseling. Or I taught and practiced blocking blocking slaps to the face with the child when she was 43 years old. She can hit him in the she can hit him in the face. She was probably blocking her, and she broke his forearm last Thursday. Blocking slaps to the face with the child when she was 3 to 4 years old. She can't hit him in the face. He was probably blocking her, and she broke it. Wow. He just turned 6 years old, and she did not take him to a doctor until Monday. He had a broken arm for 4 or 5 days with no medical treatment, and my mother flooded all the Duha people in the court. She fooled all the wow into believing she is a better parent than me and took him from me. So she wasted all that time, 2 years of your life. She wasted 2 years of your life with that nonsense. they have, and they gave the child to. They are, they are excellent in court. Oh yeah, they is. Oh, they excellent in court. They have everybody fooled. I left the USA because of my mother. But thanks, Kevin. You're welcome, Fred. I didn't want to deal with narcs anymore, and my neighbors here is a narc. Lori, yup, this stuff is all over the world, Lori, as you see. And if everybody don't know, understand, this is everywhere, all over the world. This is, you see, they are everywhere, and they are drawn to me. I didn't want to deal with narcs anymore, and my neighbors here is a narc. Lord, they are everywhere, and they are drawn to me. Yeah, because of who you is. Because of who you are, Lord, and that could be many different factors. Cassandra, thank you, Kev, and all other decent people fighting against the demonic influence of the wicked one. You're welcome, Cassandra. All the inspiration. They also damage your car. They will put nails under it to damage the tires. That's true, yes. Tamara, can two narcissists have an empath? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It definitely happens. It happens, yup. It happens. It happens, Tamara. That is true. It happens. Two narcissists can't have an empath. Lori, yes. Lori, I can help. I can help pay for the Zoom thing. Lori, we need a Zoom support group. I the Tiger, Kevin, I don't see a $sign. Oh my bad, I see it. Hey, I the Tiger, you looking for the $sign for my Cash app? Cool. What about the also, yeah, well, anybody also, whoever want to, whoever can, if you want to, you could donate to the channel. It's links in the description box, whether you could donate through PayPal, you could donate through Venmo, you could donate also through Cash App. So you can also donate through the Super Chat. That's if you want to. It's up to you, just so you know that. Also do Zoom, Skype, and phone one-on-one consultations and counseling. Just email me at kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com to book them. Or you could talk to me now about it. Cassandra. Oh, that's just about her. Shansia. It's like codependents use narcs for emotional reasons, and the narcs use codependents for money. It's vice versa. It's all. It depends on the individual, Shansia. It depends on the individual and their experiences and what they're codependent about and what they need. So it all depends. It's all different. It all depends. Poop Dog returns. What about a narc who competes with you in copies? Oh, they want to be you. They want to be you, and they jealous of you. They want to be you. That's what that's about. They want to be you, and they want to use your identity, because you gotta understand, narcissists, dog returns, and everybody else, they don't have an identity. They go through identity crisis, so they need to steal somebody's identity. So what what uh what they do is they copy your identity, and part of your identity is your style. Um, and then also they take that and then they compete with you with it, because narcissists are always competing with people. They think everything is about competing with you, and they think everything is competition. It's about competition. It's all about being better than somebody. It's always about having more than somebody. And you gotta understand, the narcissists, they think that they have to be better than somebody. They think that they see everybody as a threat. They see everybody as competition. They think they have to be better than you. They believe that they need to be. And they small-minded people, and they have a small little me in them. They don't have confidence in themselves. This is how they compete with people, because uh, people who have confidence in themselves, love themselves, like themselves, they don't compete with people. Thank you for sharing. They don't do that. People who believe in people, people who believe in themselves, they don't do that. They don't compete with other people. People who are focused on their life and their mission, and they are one with themselves and who they are. They don't copy other people. They don't compete with other people. Competing with other person is foolishness, and it even says that in the Bible how foolish it is. So they foolish. Like it's a foolishness thing, and when you don't, and it's also when you don't have peace about oneself. That's another reason why they do it. They don't have peace about oneself. They don't have peace with themselves, and and Poop Dog Returns and everybody else. When copy is a form of flattery. Copy is a form of flattery. So if they copy you, it's also, you could take it as a compliment too, because they copying your style because you got good style. They copying your identity and who you are, because you have whatever it is they copying about you. They see it as good. So whatever it is, they see it as good, and they don't have that, and they wish they had that. Like, they don't have their own style. They like your style, so they copy your style. They don't have their own personality. So what they do is take on somebody else's personality. They like your personality. They wish they had your personality. So that's what that's about. And then after they steal it out of out of jealousy, they compete with you, because it goes back to, if you can do it, I can do it better. You know. And then it's also what they're competing with you. Now they got to be better than you, because they don't steal your identity, and then somebody's the real deal and somebody's the copy. Somebody's the invitation copy. So what happens there is that now they want to compete with you, and now they want to be the original copy. So now they stole your identity, and they're competing to be a better you than you. It's oxymoronic, I know. Simone Bell. Hey Kevin, just arrived. How you doing, Simone Bell? My married neighbors are both nuts. Lori, Tamara, why they don't have an identity? Tomorrow, why they don't have identity? They don't have an identity because the environment that they grew up in didn't allow them to having an identity. The environment they grew up in didn't allow them to have an identity. They was denied everything. They was you grow up in a household with narcissistic parents or grandparents or whatever it may be. Not allowed to have identity. You're not allowed to be yourself. You're not allowed to express yourself, and you're dealing with all types of different type of abuse. So you don't get to have an identity, because you are being abused and controlled. You're not allowed to be yourself, because narcissism is also about having control. So other people have control over your life. Like, if you want to do this to be that, they tell you not this. You can't do that. So even when you try to be yourself, they reject it. So you can't be. So, and also comes from well, also well, if you don't, and also if you don't know who, if you don't know who to be. Lori, I don't see how it's possible to use a narc for emotional. LOL. Well, they could fake it. They can fake like they're emotional, just like how they fake how emotional side to them when they get caught for something or they want somebody to feel sorry for them. How they could fake cry and fake like they care. They'll fake it, and then like you said, in most cases, people don't use them for that. But in some cases, they can fake it, and some people, you know, will use them not knowing that it's fake for it. Tamara, do narcissists rather marry an empath or another narcissist? Tamara, that depends on the narcissist. Lori, all the narcs I know have fake emotion. They don't have the ability to really love. Yes, that's true, Lori. That is true. Poop Dog returns. I think sometimes they want to be you, and other times they want to put you in your place. That is true. That is true. That is true. Poop Dog's return because they want to be you, but also they don't like that you are you, and it intimidates them. And it's kind of like, who do you think you are? They like who do you think you are? And they want to put you in your place for you being who you are. Simone, hey Kevin, just I've seen that one. I know Mary. Why do they? I seen that. Okay, it's about because they hate themselves, so don't like their identity. That's also true. Is Simone? They hate themselves too. So, and they hate themselves as well because of what they've been through. So they don't like themselves because of what they've been through, the abuse they've been through as children. You know, the things that happened to them. So that's true too. And that's another reason why they don't like themselves. And who they became because of it, who they became because of it. Because they became the predator because of that. Totally correct. Their real self-esteem is very low. Yep. Shansia, I sent a super chat. Oh yeah, Shansia, $10 super chat. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome, Shansia, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Also, if anybody want to become a member and join the membership of the channel, next to the subscribe button, you'll see a join button to join the membership of the channel. There's different price ranges and different perks come with it. That's why next to Poop Dog return names, you see that identity. That's because they're a member. That's why you see that little circle next to her name, because that circle comes when you're a member. So I'm gonna add some more perks and prices. I just didn't get to it yet, but I'm gonna do it today. I've been saying I'm gonna do it, didn't do it, but I'm definitely gonna do it today. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Is add more prices, membership prices, and more perks with the prices. Also, I'm gonna add like free one-on-ones with me in the memberships at a certain price. Yeah, I'm gonna add free memberships, whether it's Zoom or Skype chats, or it's one-on-one phone consultations or counseling with me. I'm gonna add that as a perk for a price every month. A membership, joining the membership price every month. So I'm gonna add that too, because that'll be a good perk. I'm gonna do that today. You can go check it out. Just hit the join button on my channel next to the subscribe button. You can check what I got now, but I'm gonna add some more stuff today. I gotta get that done. So you can check back later too when I add some new stuff. Because they Simone, this is so true, Kevin. I the tiger, yes. Oh yes, I was a good parent to the child, and the narc couldn't stand it, so she then wanted to take the child from me. Yup, because they don't want They don't want children to be treated good. They don't like narcissists don't like when kids be treated good because they wasn't treated good as a child. And I think I got a video on that too. You guys all should just go down my channel to my videos and start from the first one that I made, so you guys could see like my growth, and then you guys could see like all the different topics I talked about. So you guys should all just go and see whatever, titles that relate to you or you want information about. Watch them, because I got a lot of topics about a lot of stuff. It's just that you probably didn't look through, my whole catalog. Because in most cases, we just start from where, we start with the watch at. We start from there. Yeah, but that's what happened. They narcissists don't like when children get treated good. They don't like it. They don't like, and they'll despise you for treating the children good because they wasn't treated good when they was a child. So they think that whatever a narcissist feel like, whatever they didn't have or whatever they get, nobody else should have it or deserve it or should get it. I was never allowed to disagree or have any emotion besides happy or anger, but I was not allowed to be angry with my narc mother. Yup. They're always right. Can't disagree with them. They are always right. But I was definitely allowed to be angry at anyone else, y'all. Lori, why? Because being angry is not a good thing, and they always angry. You know, you got people who want you to be like them, be like them. Be the pick on their bad traits and go down the bad path of the life they go down. So they'll love when you be like them. And this is another reason why narcissists hate you, because you won't be like them and join the stuff that they do and go down the path that they go down, which is they miserable, but they're not going to tell you that. Yes, Kevin, narcissists like to control you and want you without your own personality. Yup, that's very true. Lori, I was never allowed to disagree with anything she believed or said. Yup. 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 And this is the topic of the video. This is why and this is one of the reasons why they'll go against you and block, and work together to destroy you. Lori, I was never allowed to disagree. Good Dog's return. It is hard for someone like me who came from a family full of narcs, but I feel unloved and left out a lot, and that feeling can create narcissism. Narcissistic families do not love you. That is true. Poop Dog returns. And yes, that can, and it's true what Poop Dog returns just said. This can cause you this can create narcissism, because some people dealing with narcissistic abuse, it creates you start picking up the narcissistic traits, and you start having narcissism. So that is true. This can create narcissistic abuse, can create narcissism in a person who's really not narcissist. So Poop Dog return, if you want to email me about this, email me. My email already. Email me about it if you want to talk about it. I can help you. You already know emailing me is free. Anybody can email me for free at Kevin Sullivan YouTube at yahoo.com. I also created a new email, but I got to double check to make sure it's correct. And that email is Kevin Sullivan Advice support.com. I got to double check it. They mixed it up with they just mixed it up. I got to fix that. I don't know. But for now, just use the Kevin Sullivan YouTube at yahoo.com email. They get angry when you smile or appear a little bit too happy. It's like, what's wrong with you to be happy, right? Because they not happy and they didn't understand it. It's something they can't comprehend, and they jealous of something they don't know how to attain and how someone can have it. And then they think like, well, it's almost like, well, what's wrong with me that I can't have it? And then it goes to them dealing with themselves internally about them not liking themselves or loving themselves, and the abuse that they dealt with, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be happy. And it just deals with a whole lot of internal stuff that they dealt with before and deal with, and it brings up a lot of stuff. And then it brings up the choices that they made in life that destroyed their life, and the choices that's making, and the decisions they made now that are destroying their lives, or the reason they unhappy. Because what you don't know about them, especially with your coworkers, is that they go through a lot of stuff and they dealing with a lot of misery behind closed doors that you don't know about. So that's another reason why people be mad at your happiness, because they ain't happy, because all of the choices that they made in life, the choices that they made and the choices that they didn't make, they are dealing with it now, all the consequences from that. Auto aspiration, they get angry when you smile. Or I said, okay, Shansia, depending on what stage you are in with the narc, you can use them for emotional reasons. Jay said, it's fake emotions, as Kevin said, but if you are not looking for true love, then it's enough for the codependent. Yup, that's true, Shansia. Yup, yup. Shansia, I think I'm dealing with codependency. I am trying to stop being that way. I believe that's why I attracted so many narcs. It was emotional for me, but eventually it will run out with them. Yes, that's exactly, that is true, Shansia. That's what codependency is what is which leads you to the narcissist, and what leads the narcissist to you. Codependency. It could be on either or part or both parts. But this is why what I do on my channel, and I do, and with my clients, when I do consultations or counseling with them, I want to hurry up and identify what they are, what they contribute to dealing with narcissism. Are they codependent, or whatever it may be, because the work always starts with us too, to help us, identify and help us, because to help us, we got to know us. To help ourselves, we got to know ourselves. So we got to know, okay, is it me? Is it them? What's the problem? How to fix it? Because how you going to fix something if you don't know what the problem is? So if you're part of the problem, then you need to know what part you play in the problem in order to fix it. Craig, I don't fake my emotions. Don't, and that's another thing. They want you to they want you to fake your emotions too, because they fake theirs. So they want you to fake yours because they fake theirs. I gotta do some content about that, because they definitely fake their emotions, and they want you to fake yours too. They want you to be fake and phony like them, because they fake and phony, and they really believe in that saying, "Fake it till you make it." Craig, but I have heard I'm a codependent. Maybe I am, because I met so many narcissists and psychopaths, like sociopaths. Yeah, you could be. You could be codependent. And Shansia says she thinks she might be codependent. You could be codependent. You could be codependent too as well, Shansia. I can't, I don't know. I can't tell you guys are, but you definitely could be. I can't tell you because I don't know enough about you guys. Like, I don't do consultations with you guys, or counseling with you guys, or I don't even email you guys back and forth to get information to tell. So I don't know, so I can't say, but it's definitely could be true. Like I told you, I was before too. Let me tell you about my knock neighbor. He has 40 years sober and AA. I've been clean sober 27 years. I met him. at a Spanish AA meeting, he invited me to look at this apartment. I paid 1 year rent. He baited me and challenged me about my AA recovery to the point I stopped talking to him about it because he was always trying to one up me. Right. Wow, he tried to position himself as the guru and he would make comments about my lack of faith in God. Wow. Man, he was trying to be the expert, right? The guru. Like, right. Wow. Jensen, I will talk to you one on one because honestly, I don't know if I can change on my own. I don't want to use people anymore. Email me, Shansia. Email me. Shansia, email me at the Kevin Sullivan YouTube at yahoo.com. Emailing me is free. If you want to book a Zoom or Skype section or one-on-one phone session with me, email me too and let me know. And I'll give you the price and information about it. He baited me and challenged. I wish, Craig, I wish there was a way I could get in touch with you, Kevin, but my Gmail been hacked. I contact a lot of people through Gmail. So create another email. Create another email, Craig, like through Yahoo or any other email platforms. It don't matter. I got Gmail. I got Yahoo. So contact me through Yahoo. Create a Yahoo if you don't have one. Lori, then he eternally sat in front of my window for 4 months in chain smoke until I was gagging and coughing all the time from the secondhand smoke. Wow. They're always gonna make you a part of their destruction some way, somehow. I can't contact him. Chancellor, okay, I will email you. He promised me he won't smoke in front of my window anymore, and then of course he did again. Yup. Can't tell him what to do. Yup, that's right. Craig, I don't have a Yahoo account. Yeah, Craig. Create one, Craig, or I don't use the Gmail. I don't know, Craig. You say you can't contact me through Gmail. You don't have Gmail. I'll make another. You can easily make another Gmail account, Craig, or you could just create a Yahoo account. You are a dry drunk. What's that about, Lauren? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you for your time. I will catch you guys on my next live. I'll be putting up some more videos. I need to put up some more videos, some more content and videos, so I will do that soon. Man, the mosquito bit me. Gregory James, hey bud, just got in. Jay, I'm about to end it right now, Gregory. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and a half. Thanks for joining in, Gregory, but I'm just about to end it. Hey, everybody, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You hit the notification bell, so that way, when I go live, you can know as soon as I go live, or when I upload more videos, you can know as soon as I upload more videos. So when you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and click notify about all. All right, everybody, have a great day and stay narcissistic free.